A 9 to 5 in wellness, taking ZEPBOUND as your full-time job. I've got a cool story for you today. Clutch your pearls, honey. If we don't know each other, I'm Elizabeth, Countess of Shopping. I've lost over 98 pounds in the last 22 months of taking GLP-1 medication. I started off on Mounjaro because of the Mounjaro shortage, moved to ZEPBOUND because of the ZEPBOUND shortage, moved to Tirzepatide. Because of the Tirzepatide stuff, I'm back on ZEPBOUND. So on today's episode, I am stoked to talk about a story that popped up on CNBC, and I will cite my source down below as always. And when you click in the description, just click that ... more button, you'll see my source, but also a ton of free stuff, a free Mounjaro meal plan or a semaglutide meal plan or WEGOVY or whatever you're on. But this is crazy about ZEPBOUND of Eli Lilly, the manufacturer of ZEPBOUND, to trial the use of weight loss drugs to combat unemployment in the UK and the United Kingdom. When I saw this headline, and it was written by Karen Gilchrist, and again, I'll cite my source down below, I was like, oh, this must be fake news, right? And so I was like, who's the source on this? And I looked at it, I was like, CNBC. It's talking about the Eli Lilly is exploring whether obesity drugs can curb joblessness after signing a major investment deal with the UK. The US pharmaceutical company and creator of the blockbuster drug ZEPBOUND and Mounjaro announced on Monday, October 14th, 2024, that they would commit 279 million pounds, which is equivalent to 364 million US dollars, to help tackle Britain's significant health challenges. The Eli Lilly deal would include real-world study into how its weight loss drugs impact participants' employment status and sick days, among other factors. So this was stories coming out of London about this big deal that was announced with it, which is a strategic collaboration agreed by the UK's Department of Health and Social Care, the DHSC, and the Department for Science and Innovation and Technology. It came as a wider 63 billion pound package of investments announced at the close of the Labour government's inaugural International Investment Summit on Monday, October 14th, 2024. The Eli Lilly deal sees that the company would launch real-world study to see how Tirzepatide, the GLP, is the active ingredient with ZEPBOUND and Mounjaro, would impact weight loss, diabetes prevention, and prevention of obesity-related complications to better inform the National Health Services treatment of obesity. So they're going to do this 5-year trial, and it's conducted in collaboration with the Health Innovation of Manchester. Will also explore how weight loss drugs impact participants' employment status and sick days from work. And it's evidence-based on the real-world impact of obesity, treatments on health of people with obesity, and explore these other outcomes like related to quality of life as well. And that was by Rachel Batterham. She's a Senior Vice President of International Medical Affairs at Eli Lilly. The UK's Health and Social Care Minister, Wes Streeting, said the participation was key to building a healthier society, a healthier economy, and making NHS fit for the future. The UK is battling a very high economic inactivity, defined as those neither working nor looking for a job. Almost 1/3 of claims are attributed to long-term sickness, including pre-existing health conditions such as obesity, which were exacerbated by COVID. So, writing in an article to the Telegraph on Monday, Streeting says widening waistbands has placed a significant burden on NHS and the economy. It was costing the health service over 11 billion pounds per year in the UK, and it was holding the economy back. Illness of obesity causes people to take an extra 4 sick days a year on average, while many others are forced out of work altogether. So the CNBC reached out to DHSC, who said the minister's comments fully reflected the government's position on this as well. And City Pharmaceuticals analyst Peter Verdalt said that the body of evidence to support increased use of weight loss drugs keeps coming. So but then here's the counter to this though. So I know many of you, I'm like, the keyboard, my friends, you guys are my friends. You are my people who are watching. And I know I'm like, they are going to have a ton of comments on this. I know you guys are. So sound off in the comments as always. Of course, always making them be respectful, of course. But I was so curious your thoughts on this. But then there was medical professionals expressed concern over drawing an association between health treatments and economic outcomes, which I know many of you guys were going to say that too in your comments. So Dr. Dolly Van Tolken, a visiting researcher from MRC Epidemiology Unit at University of Cambridge and specialist to the obesity policy, told BBC Radio 4 on today's program on Tuesday, October 15th? What is our day today? Yes, Tuesday, October 15th. There's some serious ethical, financial, and efficacy considerations with this approach, such as looking at people or measuring people based on their potential economic value rather than primarily based on their needs and their health needs. Eli Lilly's investment will continue to see the company's launch for the Lilly Gateway Labs innovation accelerator in Europe to support early stage life science businesses to develop transformative medicines and technologies. So the company said it anticipates making an additional 279 million pound amount in the new investment to the UK over upcoming years. Y'all, I'm like shooketh. That's crazy. I mean, this is going to happen over the next 5 years. Like, this is not happening tomorrow. Because I was like, can I get on a plane and go to the UK and be part of one of their participants? Like, that sounds crazy to me. But also, some of it kind of makes sense. I mean, it kind of makes sense if the economy, if the economy is struggling. I mean, the UK economy is different than the US economy. Talking about economic inactivity for people who are who are neither working nor that this helps kind of curtail that for obviously people who qualify, right? Like, it's not forcing people to take these medications who are not qualified, but people who do qualify. I find this fascinating. Do you guys find this fascinating? I saw this article and I was like, wait, what? I'm over here in the US. We pay over $1,000 a month for these drugs. And you mean to tell me that people can get these as their job? Like, what? I mean, that's amazing. That's amazing. And that's where in my previous videos I had talked about this of we are just at the genesis of GLP-1 medication. Like, truly in the scheme of things, someone had said, and it was LV, and I don't know the last part of their user handle, so forgive me, I want to give you credit, who said this. They're like, we're going through a science renaissance. And I loved the coining of that. I'm going to start using that. It wasn't my idea. LV, whoever the initials of their user handle was the one that said that in the comments. And I'm like, that is exactly what we're going through. Like how we had the Industrial Revolution age and then the information age, we're in a health renaissance. Like, this is, with GLP-1 medications, where it's going, like, that it can go help economic things of job, like for unemployment. Like, that blows my mind. That blows my mind in an amazing, beautiful way of not only are we finding with GLP-1 medications, they're helping obviously with chronic obesity management, type 2 diabetes, but sleep apnea, 20% reduction in strokes, cardiovascular events, and heart attacks. Like, that right there to me, because one of the #1 killers is heart issues. That is fantastic. They're testing for cancers. They're testing for Parkinson's. They're testing for Alzheimer's. I mean, there's so much we don't know about GLP-1 medication that many clinical trials are going on, and many pharmaceutical companies are jumping in on this. One of the other articles that I found fascinating also this week too, that I wanted to share on, slightly different, but I wanted to hit on it because I thought it was so smart. That's not the article I wanted to click on. It was on AI with Eli Lilly. Eli Lilly just hired, and I want to read this properly to make sure I'm getting it right. Oh, fiddlesticks. I'm going to link my article down below. But it was talking basically about, there's an article on here about Ozempic's unexpected effects on your vagina. I've been debating if I should talk about that or not. There's interesting research about how semaglutide is affecting women's vaginas. And so I was like, do I really want that talk all in my comments? I don't know. I feel like it could go down a rabbit hole. Figuratively and literally, that I don't want to go down. That's another news story, and I'm like praying on that. Like, do I want to open that can of worms or not? But there is evidence, like, it's evidence-based. Okay, so let's go back over to the story I really wanted to talk about. Sorry, I've got a whole queue of all these stories I wanted to talk about. Eli Lilly has a new AI chief. The telehealth's, so this was from the website, let me cite my source, is statnews.com. It was written by Mario Algier. I'll link the article down below on October 10th, 2024. It's talking about how drug giant Eli Lilly announced Thomas Fuchs as the first chief AI officer. Previously, Fuchs was director of Houso Plantier Institute for Digital Health and Mount Sinai in Newark, where he helped lead work on computational pathology. I'm like, this person is fascinating. I want to sit and talk to Thomas Fuchs. So Thomas Fuchs, if you happen to be watching, or one of your kin, sisters, cousins, baby mamas is watching my channel, I want to interview Mr. Fuchs. It's fascinating to me that there's a chief AI officer, and that is the this is what I'm saying when I'm like, we are at the genesis of GLP-1 medication. Like, I cannot wait until it's like, not GLP-1, it's going to be like GLP 57,000. And it'll be like, back in my day, like how we pick up the phone when you're of my age, we pick up the phone like this, but how of our kids' age, they pick up the phone like this. And how do you hang up the phone is I do this, and our kids do this. Like, they don't, what is this? What are you hanging? The AI, the point that I'm trying to make is the chief AI officer at Eli Lilly, is they're going through and using AI, of course, for health. And that blows my mind. And I think that's like, that's really cool. And of course, other companies are going to follow suit by hiring now this new position for the C-suite level of chief AI officer. That's where we're at in terms of technology. My mind is blown. I thought that was so cool. I had to share. You guys nerd out like I do. If you've made it this far in the video, you nerd out like I do. I was nerding. I'm like, I told the Duke we were driving, I said, AI officer, like, that's the coolest job. And my kid was like, oh, Downey's like a nerd like you. And I was like, I know, it probably is. He's probably a complete dorcas, and I'm here for it. The dorks unite and the nerds unite. He sounds freaking amazing. And so I very much, if anyone knows Mr. Thomas Fuchs, I would like to interview him. He sounds very cool. Eli Lilly, if anyone is watching, I want to interview Mr. Fuchs. I'm probably mispronouncing his last name, so forgive me if I'm butchering your last name, Mr. Fuchs. But the level in which AI can do, like, anyways, that's a topic for another day. So I wanted to share those two stories, and then potentially the Ozempic's unexpected effects on your vagina, if you're a woman, not men, that there is new data coming out about that. I'm praying on it. I'm like, do I really want to, like, because I know what the comments are going to be. I know, and like, I already get enough with poop. I talk more about poop with y'all, with constipation or diarrhea as one of the side effects with Mounjaro and ZEPBOUND and WEGOVY and semaglutide. Talk about poop, 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 poop all day long. And I'm like, do I really want to open up this next door? Door number 2, talking about, I don't know. Poop was the line that I used to not want to cross, and I've crossed that, so. And I always think, like, will I embarrass the Duke or the Count, like what I say on my channel? Will it come back when my kid's, and he's 9 years old right now, will it come back when my kid's in high school and like people will make fun of him? Like, your mom said, she had a whole news article on I feel like, yes. I feel like he would get made fun of for. But here we are. I'm talking about it, so I don't know. But I don't think I can do the whole news story of me going throughout the whole story. I think I would have to audibly say it. And I know some of you are working out right now and are like, what is she mouthing? What is she mouthing? It starts with a V. A V. For lady. The lady bits. Maybe I'll just say that. But then how can I be factually accurate if I'm like, lady bits, lady bits, lady bits? Oh my goodness. Taking a right hand. Jeez Louise. Taking a right hand. I would not be a good friend if I didn't tell you these eye masks are on sale right now. I'm going to link them down below on Amazon. Now, obviously, Amazon deals are subject to change, but I'm going to link the Amazon deals. I like these a lot. I like these a lot. I like a lot. You guys know I love skincare. I love testing skincare. I love telling you about skincare. They're on sale. That feels delicious. It feels so cooling. My face was not puffy, but she could always use a little snatching. Let's snatch it a little bit, but they're on sale. And it's a good brand. It's, use the link down below. Check out my deals link. Click that ... more. But it's Grace and Stella. I like their stuff. Wait, did I put that on right? Whoop, that was Chilly Willy. And you can put them in your little, hold on, we have it all here. You can put it in your little refrigerator. That was also on deals a few months ago, and then it'll be extra Chilly Willy. So that is one that I wanted to share with you guys. If you guys did not see my protein pudding recipe in the previous video, I need to do a separate YouTube short on it, and I will, because it's really easy. It's 2 scoops of protein powder, 1 scoop of the mushroom breakthrough collagen, and then 2 scoops of the, I brought it into the studio. Oh, it's right here. The microbiome breakthrough, which helps with like gut stuff, and it's chocolate is this one. It's gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free. It's really good. It's over when you put milk into it, like whatever milk you want, almond milk, Fairlife protein. It's a whopping 30 grams. It's delicious. So Shazam. And the big thing was these that I wanted to tell you. I would not be a good, this feels so good right now. I'm not, like, no joke. This feels delicious. I've been so tired since Prime Day. Y'all, that sucked my soul out in a good way. But to get it while it's on sale. And these make, by the way, earmuffs if you've got children around. They make great stocking stuffers. Like literally, you can take the box, a couple of things. You can take the box and then break them apart and then put them for separate stocking stuffers, which I'm totally doing. And then also, they're cute teacher gifts. Like these would be fun to be like a double entendre with it, where it's like an eye mask, but make it eye something. I always like to slip them cash. I mean, those teachers, God bless. You are, if you're a teacher, you have my utmost respect. You are heroes. You are champions and gladiators. And I highly recommend. And then the other thing was my clear protein today in the free encouragement group. Let me get this in closer. Oh my gosh, that feels so good. It's like cooling. In the encouragement group today, we were talking about clear protein. My absolute favorite is, I'll link it in the description link below. Use the discount code QUEEN to get 10% off. And they're running free shipping right now, so take advantage of it. And they also have protein powder. I tried, it's called Rise Clear Protein. I'll link that down below. They have different flavors. So it's fun to try some different flavors with the clear protein through Clean Simple Eats. That's the name of it. I was like, what's that? I kept calling it Clear Protein in the group. Like, hello, that's the name of it, but that's not the brand name. The brand name is Clean Simple Eats. Use the discount code QUEEN. They're running a free, the free shipping part, but it's Rise, R-Y-S-E. I'll link it down below. Excuse me. They have a variety pack. It has like a Kool-Aid flavor, and the ingredients were not bad. And it had over 22 grams of protein. Excuse me, now I'm getting the hiccups. I got so excited I gave myself the hiccups. Like a hot dog on the 4th of July with iPads on, talking about clear protein. We're all over the place today. I'm gonna get some smarmy ASS comment about, you're all over the map. Yes, I am. It is rounding 3 o'clock and I need to go pick up my kid from school and go get in the car pickup line. And she has worked her tootski off today. You know, when you do such a good job momming and wifing and housing and jobbing and all of our healthing and working outing and all of the things that we do as ladies and as gentlemen to be productive members of society. So yes, I'm gonna give myself a round of the pack, and people saying you're all over the place. Yes, I am today. Some days I'm not, but today I most certainly am. And I probably should have given the disclaimer at the beginning. But we've really done a tour de France here, talking about vaginas all the way to eye masks, which, by the way, let me take this so you guys can see. Like, does that not look delicious? I think it does. Maybe I'll pull up in my kid's car pickup line. He's like, Mom, you embarrass me so much. I'm like, I know. They see me rolling with my music, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going, it either vacillates between Christian music or like Dr. Dre, like full up with like all the cuss words going on. I'm like, I'm sorry, I forgot I was on school. Like, let me turn my volume down. I'm going to my kid's school. Like, let's have some not craziness. Okay, so we have now I've embarrassed myself. I'm gonna stop talking. Okay, our emoji of the day is going to be eyes. That tells me you made it this far in the video. And if you did, I truly do care. I truly do care about you and want to get to know you better. And many of you, I already know, like many of you, I look for your comments. For example, one of our viewers, Peter, stopped commenting. Peter, if you're watching, I'm worried about you. Either I've grossly offended you or something's wrong. One of the two. Or you just get tired of my content. One of the three. But I miss you. And I was like, some people, then when they just stop commenting, I'm like, oh, I miss you. I like think about you guys at night. My husband's like, you're kind of weird that you think about all the counts and countesses. And I'm like, I know, I really do. Like, you guys are my friends. Maybe it's a one-sided friendship. Where I'm like, oh, we're really good friends. You're like, no, I really don't care, lady. So the emoji of the day is an eye. And then your accountability question, what are you doing today to move you closer to your goals? Like, what are you really? Some people don't answer. I'm like, what are you doing? Many of you are working out, which I love, and that makes my heart go pitter-patter that you're working out. I love when people tell me that. In fact, it's one of my favorite things. Number one favorite compliment is when people tell me they refer, like they share this video with a friend. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's like the highest compliment is a referral. Number two is when, I just forgot what number two was. Squirrel. She needs to end this video. What was number two? Tell me in the comments. I'm so embarrassed now. Oh, number 2 is when people are working out. When they say that they're watching this video and they're working out. The account made me coffee. I think I had too much. Yeah, a little bit over caffeinated. Usually I do the decaf, today a little over caffeinated. Okay, sweet friends, I love you guys so super much. You mean to the world to me, and I'm grateful for each and every one of you. Truly, you are in my prayers. I don't know how blessed I got, like what I did to deserve such an amazing community. And if you've not done this week's workout challenge, go to the free encouragement group and go do it right now. Even if you can't get the prize, go do it right now. Chop, chop. Join that free encouragement group. It's on Facebook. It's a private group, so no one can see your shizzle. Like your neighbor can't see you, right? It's private. So I have to let them in. And if you don't answer all the questions, you're not getting let in. I don't care. And number 2, if you're the Queen of England or the King of England, you got to answer the questions. And then number 2, if your account is less than like 4 or 5 years old on Facebook, it is a flag for spammers. So your account might get held from being in the group. Just shoot me an email. My email is also down in the description link below. I love you guys a lot. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others. I'm Countess of Shopping. Count my blessings because life is delicious. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. And you can shop those deals too on Amazon. I'll link that down below. Doesn't it look good? It looks good. Bye guys, love you.